You know, I think it's so important throughout our life to make sure we give credit to people who have really made a big impact in our lives. And I know, hopefully, throughout these YouTube videos that all the people that have touched me and are currently touching me, I'm giving credit to. And I wanted to share a story today about one woman, one night that has radically changed my life forever, and to give that person credit for the immense impact that she's had on my life. Hi, I'm David Essel. A number of years ago, and when I think of the story, there's probably a couple of emotions that'll come up. Number one, it's going to be an incredible amount of gratitude for this person, and number two is going to be an emotional connection with my heart for what she went through and how her actions, without intention, changed my life forever. There was a woman, and I said a number of years ago, there was a woman, and I was dating her, and we were out of town celebrating my birthday, as a matter of fact, one of my many birthdays. and on the night of my birthday, she had become, later on in the evening, quite anxious and was walking around the house, and we were staying at one of my brother's homes up north, and she was walking around the house and just very, very nervous, and I kept saying, would you just come on and sit down, would you come on and sit down? And finally I followed her into the bathroom and knocked on the door. I didn't follow her, I knocked on the door, of course, and she opened the door, and I could see she was just visibly filled with anxiety, and I said, hey, what's going on? She said, we need to talk right now. And you know, when you get that kind of response from someone you're dating, you go, uh-oh, you know, what did I do wrong, or what's going on that I need to know about? So we walked into the living room, and she sat down, and she started out this story, and she said, you know, I don't know how to say this. I think you're going to leave when you find out what I'm going to tell you. And there was a build-up to it that actually had put a little bit of anxiety into myself. And so I said, would you please just tell me what you need to say? You know, I'm really starting to get nervous now. And so she went on and told me the story. And she told me a story of her life. And a lot of it I had no clue that she had gone through. A lot of the things that she shared with me were really quite surprising, but they didn't really affect me. And as she's telling me, affecting me, meaning other than having empathy for her and sympathy, there was no like, oh my God, I can't believe she's gone through this, I'm going to leave. And she got to this one point in the conversation, she started to cry. And I'm sitting here going, I can't even imagine what's going to come next. And she really wasn't a person that cried very easily at all, as a matter of fact. And she said, I think when I tell you this, I haven't told you, I've been needing to tell you this for months now, but this is where I'm afraid you're going to leave me. You know, and I said, okay, well, give it your best shot. And she went on to tell me that she was an addict and alcoholic in recovery, and how she had gone away to a 30-day treatment center, and how she was so nervous to tell me because I drank, and as someone who drank, she was sure that at the end of the story that I was going to leave. And as she's telling me the story, I mean, I'm just moved at the deepest levels. You know, first of all, to see how much pain she was in order to tell me what she had to tell me, number one. And then number two, I was moved greatly because she was trusting me. And it took her a long time to get up this amount of trust where that she could share everything. When we would go out to dinner or whatever, I know she never drank, but I never thought anything of it. As a matter of fact, I had dated quite a few women that I hardly drank at all or never drank. It should have been a sign to me. You know, God was trying to put something into my life. And so then she went on to tell me about how 6 months or 8 months ago, and this was early in our relationship, that she had gone away to a 30-day treatment center. Now, this was just before I met her. And she's telling me this, and she's crying and telling me and crying, and my heart opened up immensely. And at the end of this evening of this story, I told her I couldn't thank her enough for sharing, and no, I'm not going to leave her, and yes, I'm going to stay, and no, it doesn't have any effect whatsoever on how much I loved her, and you know, it's going to just be fine. It's going to be actually quite great. And we woke up the next day, we went to the airport, and I'm in the airport, and I'm thinking about myself. And I'm sitting thinking, you know, this is an amazing thing that she went through. And I need to go to this recovery center. And it just hit me like, I need to do this. It's been years, and I need to go. And the next day I woke up and I called her and I said, hey, you know, I've got one of my clients has got to get into a treatment center. And what was the name of the one you went to? I didn't tell her it was me. That was a Friday. And on Friday I called and did the intake over the phone with the treatment center. On Sunday, we got together and I said, hey, listen, in 30 days I'm going to be gone for a month. I'm not going to see you for a month because I've just checked in to the center that you told me about. And she couldn't believe it. She was ecstatic for me. I was ecstatic for myself. And I was also ecstatic for this one night that had radically changed my life forever. This incredibly loving woman who I'm friends with now, who changed my life because she was willing to be vulnerable. She was willing to be honest. She was willing to lose the relationship so that she could finally be honest and get out from underneath what had been holding her back with me, and that is her fear of me leaving because she was a recovering alcoholic and addict. And I know it took a lot for her to share that with me, and her willingness to be that deep and vulnerable, I am in gratitude for right now. I will be in gratitude for the rest of my life. I am in awe of the strength she had and how it's affected me. And I would like you to take this message right now and think about one person that you would really love to thank for something they did for you that has changed your life. Something that they did. They reached out and helped you. They supported you. They were there when maybe other people couldn't be or wouldn't be. They did something to you, for you, with you, that helped you to make some major changes in life. And we all have these people. If you don't know where you can find them, Google them. Right? Just go ahead and find them. But it is so important that you reach out and let them know the impact they had. I hope that when this woman sees this video on YouTube, if she ever does, that she will be moved beyond compare, knowing that she has powerfully and positively affected my life for the rest of my life. If I can help you in any way whatsoever to do that, to release an addiction or accomplish a goal, I hope that you know that you can confide in me and trust in me. All the work I do is 100% confidential. And share this video with as many people as you can. Let's powerfully affect this world. Maybe we'll get more and more people reaching out and showing their gratitude for someone that did something for them yesterday or 40 years ago, for all that we know, right? Please feel free to sign up at the YouTube channel here so you get all these videos first thing. And again, if I can help you, our website's talkdavid.com. For this young woman who changed my life, I am forever grateful. Have a great day.